So our lab part of this. So I'll take here two branches, branch one and this one is or branch two. I'll change the names. This is our branch one router and this one is our branch two router. So we have some LAN prefixes. For example, I'll take a only for time being, I'll take only one LAN prefix, only one switch, and here we have a one switch. And those having connected with some users, these are the users, two users, and we'll use prefix here as usual 192.168.10.1 and here 192.168.20. The prefix is here 192.168.10. The gateway is 1. So prefix is 192.168.10.0. So here we have 192.168.20.1 is the gateway and this interface IP address. So quickly we'll configure this configuration on this router and enable config T and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 and IP address is here 192.168.10.1 and 255.255.255.0. It's my LAN prefix, no shutdown. I have used it. So now same configuration will do the branch 2 router also. No and enable config T interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. I guess we can verify. It's 0 by 0 and IP address is here 192.168.20.1 and 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown, no shutdown and exit from here and show IP route. You can check directly connected route we got. So show IP route, same thing. You can check here also. We'll assign the desktop IP address also 192.168.10.10 and gateway is for this gateway is huh, what is it? 20 and everyone know the how why I'm configuring this thing. I'm configuring the dash to IP statically I'm giving the IP address 20.1 and sorry 192.168.20.1 and 10 IP address and this one is the gateway. Quickly I'll configure this also because we should have to trace it. That is the reason I'm configuring it. I have to show you something later on. And this is a 20.20 IP address and this is a sub gateway of 20.1. So gateway means this is the IP address of interface. So this is basic configuration we did. If you want to try to ping of gateway, ping, ping and 192.168.10.1. Yes, gateway should have to ping. Okay. First we can able to ping the gateway from this is the gateway of this PC. Try to ping the gateway 192.168.20.1. Yes, I can able to ping the gateway. Now what I will do, I'll use here in between one ISP router only for I'm using here one ISP now. So ISP, this is one ISP one. I forget to give the host names. Host name in here is branch one and I'll save the configuration. Don't forget to save the configuration. And this configuration, this is a branch two and config the branch two. And so before that, we have to use host name, I've changed and write the configuration. Now this ISP. Now connectivity, just connected to these interfaces F0 by 1 and to F0 by 0 and F0 by 1 to F0 by 1. So here we'll use the WAN IP address as usual 11.1.1.1 for this interface /24 and 11.1.1.2/24 and here 12.1.1.2 1 okay 1/24 same will here configure 12.1.1.2/24. So quickly we'll configure it. So basic reachability I'm doing now. Basic connectivity of these devices. Config the interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 IP address is here 11.1.1.1 and 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown use. And same thing will configure this router. Two interfaces we have to configure here. No enable config the and host name is ISP1. Host name is here ISP Internet Service Provider 1 and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 IP address is here 11.1.1.2 and 255.0 and no shutdown and exit and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and IP address is here 11.1.1.3 and 255.255.255.0. So Bharat, sorry. So what is the reason, Bhagat? It is showing the overlapping the IP address.
Because the subnet mask is same within those
Great,
two.
great. So that is the reason you have asked. That is the reason I'm showing here. So this IP address we have to change 11.12.1.12.1.1.1. So IP address of this one and use no shut and exit from here. So write command saving this configuration done. And for this router, branch 2 router, config the interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and IP address is 12.1.1.2 and 255.255.255.0 and use no shutdown. Done. So show IP route. So you can verify here if I try to ping from this source to this destination, from this source to this destination, if I will try to ping from this router, this switch source to this destination, I can able to reach. I can able to reach or not. Yes or no. Anyone can guess. I will try to ping from this source to this destination. This is my source and this one is my destination. I can able to reach or not because I have configured basic reach. I have configured the basic configuration I did. If not means why. If yes means why. Anyone can answer it. Just quickly, guys. We don't have much more time. Yes or no. For understanding or not topic. Listening or not.
Listening, sir.
Listening but
So
confused with the answer.
okay, just yes or no. If I will try to ping from this source to this destination, I can able to reach or not. From I'll open this PC and I'll ping 192.168.20.10 is my different LAN PC. This is a 10.20. This is a PC IP address. 192.168.20.10. And this is the PC of source IP address is here 192.168.10.10. If I'll try to ping 10.10 10 to 20.10. Yes, I can able to reach or not. If I'll hit enter, no, destination host is unreachable because so no route is available in this routing table. How you can assume? So you can able to reach. So IP route, the 20 route is available or not. Just check. If you are facing this kind of issues, first your troubleshooting command is here show IP route. In that routing table, this route is available or not. Check. This route is available or not. Which route? Where is that? So this route 20 dot. So in this routing table, just check. Just check in this routing table that route is available or not. So check. 20 is there.
No. If we add that
No.
route in this routing table, then only it can ping, I think.
Exactly. Exactly. We have to configure now either statically, either defaultly, other we have a dynamic routing protocol. Now we are discussing dynamic routing protocol, that is RIP protocol, routing information protocol. So how we'll configure router RIP, hit enter. If you want to change any version, so you just give the question mark, here you can get version. If you want to change this timer, if you want to
Any-
change
anything we
timer,
can
redistribute,
define.
yes, anything we can define it here. So we'll advertise some network command. Through network command, we'll advertise our LAN prefix as well as WAN prefixes. So LAN prefix is 192.168.10.0. That much only. Hit enter. And for network of WAN prefix 11.1.1.0. Hit enter. That much only. And same thing will configure in this ISP router also. Configure same thing and config the router RIP and hit enter and network 192.160. No, don't configure the LAN prefixes. Don't, whichever the prefixes are directly connected, advertise those prefixes only. Apart from that, don't advertise any prefixes. 11.1.1.0. Hit enter. And one more network command 12.1.1.0. That much only here. And configure here in this router also. We don't have 10 dot prefix here. You can verify it. You can verify it. 10 dot prefix is there. Only 12 prefix is there and 192.168.20 prefix is there. Those are the directly connected only. 150 and router RIP. Hit enter and with network command advertise LAN prefix 192.168.20.0. This is my LAN. One more is WAN network, that is 12.1.1.0. Hit enter and exit. Now you can check here. Earlier we don't have which prefix, 10 prefix. Now you can verify the same command show IP route. Now you can verify here through R. R we are getting. Here you can get the prefix. R means here you can verify in routing table. In routing table, R means RIP protocol. R means RIP protocol. And O means OSPF protocol. And D, here you can verify D means EAGRP protocols. And B means BGP. So here R means RIP, R means RIP. So through RIP, we are getting two prefixes. 11.0.0.0 and one more is this is the prefix we are getting. Why it is getting 8? It's because of as we discussed, it's a class full routing protocol. So it will be carry, if you are advertising also, it will be carry class full prefix only. So that is the reason. So now try to ping, now try to check here the prefix of LAN prefix, show IP route. So yes, we are getting the prefix. Once we'll try to ping and we'll discuss something else. Now earlier it hasn't pinged. Now try to ping the same thing. Yes, we can able to reach. Got it? The configuration part is very, very easy. The configuration part is very, very easy. RIP, just we enable the RIP. You can check what we configured. So running configuration, type section, RIP. With this command, what we configured, entire thing you can verify. Three commands only I have enabled. Three commands only I have enabled. That is the in that router RIP, network command, and network command. Only I have advertised. Then configuration is done. We can able to reach. If you want to reach the different PC is 20. If you want to trace it, trace RT 192.168.20.10. So this is the my default gateway 192.168.10.1. This is the my default gateway. Once the default gateway will reach the next hop IP address of this one 192.111.1.1.2 and next hop IP address of this one 12.1.1.2 and we reach the our destination. That is what. This is all about the RIP configuration. This is a basic configuration and RIP has two. Any doubts in this? The configuration part? Anyone have any queries? Now we'll discuss something else. Yes, Ajaz, Mirza, Bhagat, anyone? Uha, boys, Sai Chetan, guys, yes or
No,
no? Great. Fine. So RIP has one is routing table. How will check? So IP route RIP. This is the routing table. We can verify the routing table. And one more, RIP has a database table. So IP, so IP RIP database table. We can verify the database table. In this database table, entire routes which we advertise, those routing routes will get, and next hop IP address also will get. So this is what. Now coming to the discussion of how that we'll discuss the routing table of RIP. So here you can check 192.168.20.0. It's my prefix of different LAN branch to prefix. So through which interface we are getting the next hop via which interface we are getting. This is what 12.1.1.2. As we discussed, RIP protocol will work based on the hop count. Which one is the least hop? It will be work based on the hop count. So if you want to check the RIP working as usually hop count or not, so just connect likewise and give some IP address on these interfaces. Before that, we have to save this configuration. The ports are not more. So just shut down this router and take here these interfaces. Okay. I attached one LAN card here. So once shut down and on the router as well. So again, save the configuration of before saving. Don't do this and physically and go here, turn off and use this key LAN card. Go to LAN card, fast Ethernet 0 base. Otherwise, we'll use the Ethernet also, Ethernet ports also. If you want to change the Ethernet also, so it will be not work. Basically, the RIP having the based on the hop count, it will work. It will be not work based on the bandwidth, this bandwidth and all. So power on this router again, TLA mode. Yes, if you want to check, yes, you configure here the how the it will be working as a hop count. Just change the IP addresses here now. Likewise, this is the interface of this IP address. This one is the IP address. So here, this fast Ethernet 0 by 1 IP address is 1 by 0, 13.1.1.1 /24, and here I'll take the IP address 13.1.1.2 /24. Just close this router and configure something as a RIP protocol. Now again enable config T in interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0, and IP address is 13.1.1.1 and 255.255.255.0, and configure same thing, use no shutdown. Why I am configuring means I'll show you the how it will be work based on the metric. Based on least metric is best, right? Least hope count is best here. So that is what I am planning to show you. Interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0, and IP address is here 13.1.1.2 and 255.255.255.0, and use no shutdown command and advertise the prefixes. Now you can check the routing table. Show IP route RIP. So through this prefix, which interface I am getting? Still, so this interface, through this interface. So you can check the next hop IP address is 12.1.1.1. I don't want it will be the traffic is moved from this path. So traffic is moving from this path. I don't want to move from this path. How to move the traffic is use this path. So because here no hopes are away, so directly connected. So if you want to add something, you can add in your lab. That is good practice. Just add some labs here, routers are here. That is good practice. So this configuration of it now again. So exit. Before that, we'll check the show IP route RIP routing table. So this is my next hop IP address, and config T router RIP and network 192 dot sorry 13.1.1.0, that much only. So again I am advertising one more prefix. This is the prefix 13.1.1.0, and same advertisement up here, and config T and router RIP and hit enter, and network 13.1.1.0. Now you can check. So earlier we are getting a prefix from 11.1.1.2. This is my next hop IP address. This is my next hop IP address. Now you can check. Show IP route RIP. Now you can check. 13 dot, it has changed the value. Now earlier this is that one, and now you can check the same thing. Now you can check the same thing. This path we are getting on this route, and through this path we are getting in this route. Through this path. Earlier, this is the last configuration. I'll copy paste. Copy, and here I will paste. The difference you can assume here. This is the path. So next hop IP address is here. This is the path 11.1.1.2, and this is the path of directly connected. Here you can check 13.1.1.2. This is what it will be work based on the hop count. If you are changing the instead of fast Ethernet, just use Ethernet cable also, serial port also. It will be work least hop count, which having the least hop count. This is what. And now any doubts? How it will be elected as the best part in routing table. So what I will do, I'll configure. I will change the version now. Configure terminal, and I'll change the version now. RIP. How will change the RIP version? Router RIP.
You know what default version, or it's a version 1?
It's no version. It's default version. If you want to check, show IP protocol. I haven't changed any version. You can check here. So by default is here showing the version 1. By default, it is showing the version 1. Received any version. Okay, it will be received any version. Any version, any version. If you are changing any version here, so just configure. By default is version 1. It is sending as a version 1. Updates will be sent based on the broad, which multicast IP address, entire thing. But it will be, if you are configuring here version 2 also, it will be work. If you are configuring version 2 also, it will work. But if you configure here, config T, it force, hope you changed the version version 1. I have changed it now. For my wish to change version 1, and I'll change version 1, and I'm changing here version 2. I'm changing here version 2. Now you can check config T and router rip, and version is 2. This is a version 1 and this one is a version 2. So, and I'll clear the IP routing. So IP route, it will be take much more time, 180 second and 240 second for flashing the information. So entire information I am getting. So it will be take time is 180 second and invalid timer, and 240 second is the flash time. So we don't have 4 minutes time. So what we will do, clear the routing table, clear IP route star, entire routing table will clear. And same thing we'll do here also. So before that, show IP route, correct? So we are getting clear IP route star. So now you can say show IP route rip. So empty, we are not getting, because tell me what is the reason? What is the reason? Why we are not getting the routing information? So IP route rip protocol is not showing here. You can check, it's a global routing information. If you want to check the individual router RIP protocol, so we are not getting RIP information. So tell me, so IP protocols. So here version is 2 and received version also 2. If so, here you can check. We configured version 2 and received version also 2. Here we configured, so IP protocols version 1 we configured, we mentioned here, and received version also 1. But neighbor version is different. How it will be advertised? The mismatch is there. Version is mismatch. That is the reason. Just change the version now. Hey guys, if you're getting or not, not means ask me again. What I am planning to show you here.
Version should be same. Is
Yeah, yes, version should be how to same. So IP route. So it has getting, so packet tracer issue. So we have to config T and router RIP, and version is here 2. Just configure version 2 likewise. So IP protocols. So here you can verify. This is the version 2 and received version also version 2. So now clear it again. Clear IP route star. I have clear. So IP route RIP. Just hold. So IP route RIP. So here I'm getting the prefixes. So version also same. So basically what happened
version should be same, I think.
is in real time. in real time, the version should have to same. So what happened if you are configuring here version one, so that here version two, so it will be broadcasting the information, right? 255.255.255. You know everyone. So it uses the 255.255.255, the broadcast information. But here 224.0.0. The multicast IP address is here. You can check, you can verify here. The 244.0.0.9. The multicast IP address, it will be used 9. Version 2 uses the multicast IP address. Here it will be broadcast information. So that is the reason the hello packets are mismatched. Packets are mismatched. That is the reason it neighbors will not form. So this is all about the basic configuration. So running configuration, what I configured, you can verify here. In RIP protocol, I configured this is the configuration. I'll paste here in this router configuration, and this is the configuration of this router. This is the configuration of running configuration. So this is all about the RIP protocol. Yes, if you have any questions, ask me. So it is very easy to understand and easy to configuration also RIP protocol. This is our basic dynamic routing protocol RIP. And here also I have configured something. I'll show you. Show running configuration. So I have advertised two prefixes only. So this is what I configured here in this router. This is router 3 information. It's router 3 information. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me. No questions? Or any questions are there in your mind? Any questions are there?